Tonight on TLS, Pope Hilarius II was once a spiritual leader to the people and believed to be the second coming of Jesus Christ, but now more infamously known for his downfall.
The dream of being for life's ambition, recognition, never recover from the public scandal.
Pope Hilarius II was born Tim Cratchit. His family was underprivileged to say the least. With several brothers and sisters, his father had trouble providing for them. Their financial issues started when tiny Tim Cratchit was diagnosed with renal tubular acidiosis, which is a type of kidney failure causing the blood to become acidic. This disease prevented tiny Tim from walking unless assisted by a cane. Bob Cratchit, Tim's father, started to work long hours with a low wage at a money-lending business called Scrooge and Marley's, run by a very rude man named Ebenezer Scrooge. In December of 1843, things started to look up for the Cratchit household. Tiny Tim's health started to drastically get better. The family believed their frequent visits to church and the change in heart of Scrooge helped the most.
The first time I saw Tiny Tim, bless his heart, he was a very fragile little boy, and I could sense that he had a gift from the Lord above.
Tim believed his prayers were being answered and that he was healed by the Lord.
Tim would pray every night. Well, he was a very spiritual boy. His belief that he could heal was very powerful.
Tim's health restored back to normal. Word of this miraculous recovery went worldwide. People believed Tim's prayers would heal them just like it did for him.
Let the power of Christ compel you.
Tim's fame really took off. He started to become overwhelmed with the amount of people coming to him for healing. One day, someone suggested opening up his own business for healing. July of 1857, Cratchit's Healers R Us opened in London, England. The business was such a success that appointments were booked a year in advance.
I remember my mother trying to get an appointment for my sick cousin, and they couldn't take us for another 8 months. The amazing man was always the heading of the newspapers.
When Tim was 27, he became very tired from all the work. He decided to stop his business and attend clergy schooling. His dream had always been to become a priest. After just 2 years of schooling, he was appointed Pope Hilarius II and began his business again.
Tell me your problem. Hope I can't see. Tell me your problem. I have pneumonia. Tell me your problem. You can tell my problem. We're healed! And now we'll start communion.
Pope Hilarius II was an untraditional pope. He enjoyed informal get-togethers and not always doing what God would do. People started to question the Pope's decisions as his healing work became less and news headlines became more of the Pope's crazy shenanigans. As the Pope started to fall on the wrong path, the College of Cardinals started to question his position as Pope. After meetings with Pope Hilarius, he pleaded that they give him one more chance.
After the investigation of Pope Hilarius II, the College of Cardinals has come to the decision to give him a chance to repair his reputation as Pope. We will monitor his behavior for the next few months.
It didn't take long for news stories of the Pope to be uncovered. Accusations of him taking money from people who he didn't actually heal were addressed to the public.
He took my money. My boy was sick, and after 4 months after the so-called healing, he died. My boy died, and I just want justice for it and my money back.
After months of bashing, the Pope stayed out of the public until he was put to the test after his mother was on her deathbed.
It's just in. The Pope's mother's on her deathbed, and he's unable to cure her. My old boss, Ebenezer Scrooge, became a very nice man to our family when Tim was young. He was like a second father to him. Scrooge had changed his will, giving Tim most of his fortune when he died.
Just shortly after doing so, he did unfortunately pass, and since Tim was still young and unhealthy, we were in charge of the fortune. We used the money to secretly heal Tim. We were so empowered by his thought that God had healed him that we did not want to break his spirit. We had no clue that his fame would take off to this point. Tim did know he had no powers after a while. He became ill with a common cold and could not heal himself. He kept this a secret and continued to hustle people.
At this time, we are investigating the Pope's actions and will further inform the public as to what will happen next.
The College of Cardinals removed the Pope from his position as they found he was a fraud and a hustler. He was imprisoned by the national government and had to repay his past customers. After 25 years in jail, he was released. Now Tim Cratchit is a poor alcoholic and only known as a fraud.
The dream of being from life's ambition and retribution.
Next week on TLS, Charles Dickens, a well-loved and prolific British author of numerous works that are now considered classics. After a difficult childhood and many tragic deaths within his family, how did he overcome these obstacles? Find out only here on True London Story.